President Biden begins the week with a celebration. Tomorrow, he's expected to sign the roughly $1 trillion bill aimed at rebuilding and improving the country's infrastructure. Mr. Biden will also meet with China's president in a virtual meeting. Well, today, as the president returned to the White House from Camp David, trouble is brewing, in part due to rising economic discontent. CBS's Christina Ruffini is at the White House to break down some of those concerns. Good evening, Christina.
Good evening, Jerika. Well, when you look at the economy as a whole, some of the numbers are strong. Unemployment is down. Americans have more money in their checking accounts on average than they did before the pandemic, and the stock market is up. The problem is, so is the price of, well, almost everything else.
We are seeing some broad-based price increases.
In an interview on Face the Nation, Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen said COVID caused a seismic shift in the way Americans spend their money, leading to shortages.
There's an economic cost, and the Americans feel it.
The Consumer Price Index, which tracks the cost of everyday items from eggs to pickup trucks, jumped 6.2% in the past year. And speaking of eggs, they're up about 12%. So are cars and trucks. A new one will run nearly 10% more, and a used one, 26%. Brian Deese, head of the National Economic Council, said today the Democrats' nearly $2 trillion Build Back Better plan will help stabilize the economy.
This bill is actually going to address the core costs that American families are facing.
But Republicans disagree.
Every Republican opposes this boondoggle.
A new poll out today shows most Americans support the social spending measure, as well as the $1.2 trillion transportation bill. But 70% say the economy is in bad shape, and only 39% approve of the way President Biden is handling it.
Christina, also making news over the weekend in D.C. is that former Trump advisor Steve Bannon is expected to turn himself in after being charged for contempt of Congress. What more do we know?
CBS News has learned that Bannon is expected to self-report to a D.C. court tomorrow. He'll then likely be released on his own recognizance. Members of the January 6 investigative committee say they hope this will prompt other reluctant witnesses to cooperate. Earlier today, in a statement, former President Trump called the charges a subversion of justice. Jerika.
Christina Ruffini at the White House for us. Thank you.